Hello everyone and welcome back to Victoria 3 in the year 1886 we are right now, and yeah, well, it's not looking so bad overall. We are deep into the Hudson Bay Company over there. We also have lots of dominions now in South America, so dominated powers that are working for us more or less, or at least some of their money is working for us, right? We can also see this on the balance with 25,000 out of the diplomatic pacts that we have. That is netting us quite a nice surplus there as well then to my national expenses and to my budget overall. Now what we have as well is still this Western Frontier expedition. Some of you have been giving me lots of advice here, but honestly there's nothing I can do. The expedition is in grave danger and should try to lower their peril. That's it. I can only wait. The general is not at war. You cannot even move a general that is on an expedition into war. And it's just advancing like this, going into grave danger and then abandoning overall. And there is no action that would be possible here. Nothing in my journal that I could add to this Western Frontier expedition. It's just like that. And we have the Explorer trait, and I don't think there's any other better trait available. So yeah, that's it. We've failed now 5 times consecutive times, and well, at least we're pretty high on the bar there. I think higher than we've ever been. But it is already in grave danger and probably will fail once more. We need to have this in order to have the claims on Washington, Oregon and Idaho, so that I can finally advance over there as well, which I still cannot do. Speaking about laws, I would like to go with my next law, that is the compulsory primary school. No more child labor at all. This is more that something that I really feel is necessary, and not that it really was enacted at the time, I think. However, I think we should really go for this. Majority is endorsing it. The industrialists will not like this, and we will lose the minor bonus from them, but I don't care. The enact 34%. Let's go ahead with this. We also have here a universal suffrage law here that we should, a movement that we should go ahead with at some point now. Who is opposing this? Industrialists once more. The southern planters we don't care about, they're marginalized. The industrialists, yeah, we will go really negative with them. So probably another law for them that they would like would also help us then enacting the universal suffrage there better. And there was another law that some of you have been actually going for. Yes, we're still in censorship. I could go for right of assembly. We would lose some authority, but we would also get a nice bolsters or negative suppression there if we want to go down this route. And however, we have a lot of people that oppose it, a lot of political parties that oppose it. This is going to be a bit more tricky than here. I'm happy with the censorship for now. We can keep it. Construction wise, some food industries are coming along there as well, and also my electrical industry that we have now finally starting up to build some telephones that we don't have yet on the market, but I definitely would like to have them. On the market, things are rather stable at the moment, as most of my goods are medium or actually cheap. Only luxury goods are expensive, like porcelain, opium and wine. Clipper-wise, it's a bit of a problem here. So clippers we definitely should either import, and we could do this, and I think we will, because I really don't want to start another production for clippers, as I think it's really not necessary. The balance is 117 negative, so let's go ahead and start one with from the oh, that's too high. From the Austrian market, 134, and this will then drop the prices of clipper, which is important because don't forget, my fishermen are using clippers, and their productivity and overall their profit is going down when clippers are expensive. Now, political agitation is my next tag that we are finishing now. There it is. We get some 10% more authority. I love it, because with that we can get more taxes or edicts out there. Women have begun to organize, to campaign for the right to vote, and Cynthia Goodwin of the Intelligentsia has emerged as a leading figure. Votes for women are a worthy cause, and sounds like opposition talk. Let's go for a worthy cause. Harold Ricks of the Industrialists will change to feminist. This is actually pretty good, because the Industrialists were actually against the women's suffrage up to this point. Yep, let's go ahead and have a worthy cause for this peace treaty, and there we have it still. And +1 minimum expected standard of living we get out of that, and that's though it. And both the evangelicals and the intelligence have expressed a desire to stop the alarming consumption of liquor. No way. I'm not doing that. Sorry, intelligentsia. I'm not going to... Prohibition, it's way too early for that, first of all. And second of all, do we really need to have liquor Nah, it's fine. Cabin fever. Yeah, once again, the expedition. So finds a small hut in the mountains. And look at that. We only have 2 options. Both of them give me peril, right? This one here definitely gives me peril, and then it definitely will fail. And this one here gives me a 50% chance to peril, or 50% chance that nothing happens. Alright, nothing happened. That's good for now, I guess. And once again, also here, the liquor ban. Evangelicals, I mean, I think they're marginalized already. Are they not? Yes, they are. I don't care about them at all. And Rhode Island should take pride in its liquor. I mean, I'm probably going a bit too pro liquor there. I do enjoy some glass here and there. I definitely don't want to make a religion out of it, please. I should probably think about my choices there again. Next tag, let's just go ahead. The last tag is only 34 months now, so we could already go for the last tags available then as well. And yes, that would be the analytical philosophy. So this one here gives me the new work mode for the universities, or production method that gives me a huge qualification innovation boost. We probably should go ahead with this because for production, we still have 4 years to research it, right? And I want to speed it up. And I think we can do this then with all of that because for those tags, we do need some time. And I think that's though it because for the other things, it's not really urgent. Oil rush, also in California. Its appeal and promise is waning among those seeking to carve out their own future, and the oil rush is over for 2 years at least in California. But California, oh yeah, we still lack workforce, a lot of it. So I'm still going to wait it out here and promote, encourage, and greener grass campaign we could do. We do have the 100 authority. Let's go ahead with this. This is attracting migration to California, and I think it's also still active. No, it's not active anymore in Texas. Workforce here is though a bit better for the oil. Now another important thing is we can now go for electric sewing machines. We do have enough electricity and we do have enough dye available as well, thanks to our colonies. Tools, it's okay. And with this, we would boost the output of clothes by 2,000 and we do have a shortage there right now. Even though it probably will not change a lot with the prices. It's at 32 right now. Prices have been stable for a long time and it's actually rather cheap. I don't even know if this would really be beneficial. Does it help my people there, my factories? I don't think so, right? They're not very profitable because of this now, because the price of, oh yeah, it's dropping really hard now. I mean, we have clothes, that's good, right? But of course, my clothing industry is not really happy with that. So I could also do something else. I could change the clothing to luxury clothing. Craftsman sewing ship, probably the middle one, because with this we would also produce some luxury clothes and reduce the amount of normal clothes. It will be better than for this. And it should, yeah, it's also changing the price for luxury clothes though significantly. Silk would be needed. Let's just go ahead with this and check it out. Oh yes, this is actually giving me a huge bump once again to the profitability of my textile mills. Right, actually a really big bump because luxury clothes is now being supplied and it's very expensive good. The only thing that we do need is silk. Now we absolutely don't have any silk. Is it actually doing this for all of them? Oh, there's no workforce here. Yeah, productivity, oh my goodness, it's going through the roof with that. Incredible. So we're going to stay with this work mode now. The only thing I would need to provide is silk. Let's go ahead and have a look at that. The demand is now pretty high. That's also increasing the price. Even though the price is so high, we have a really good profitability on that. And we do need around 700. And there is a trade route from China, from the Qing market of 760. I would like to go ahead with this. This will drop the price now for this quite a bit once the trade route is in effect. And we should then see a nice fall of it. Activists led by Harold Ricks, oh my goodness, he is really into feminism now, and have gathered to protest the lack of voting rights for women. So this is the industrialist that turned feminist, and he's now marching with the women. And this protest must be heard. And of course, we're doing this for intelligentsia and industrialists, boosting them. Once again, there is just no positive outcome out of this expedition. It's always just these two options that we have. Yeah, let's go for minor progress, but also minor peril. It was worth it, right? And it failed once again. So there's really nothing I can do. I can only really put the expedition out there once more. Let's have a look. Perhaps we do get someone else for this one this time. Expert offensive planner, an alcoholic, but he's also an explorer once again. So expedition opportunities increased massively. Alcoholic is reducing the character health. This should not be too much of a problem. And he's probably the one, Edmund, that we're going to send on this. The other ones are not adding anything to expeditions though, right? So this would then certainly fail. He's arrogant. That also gives him an attrition risk. Yeah, let's go with Edmund. And let's just hope that he's not drinking too much alcohol then on this expedition. Compulsory school. Oh, the success chance is really low for this one now. We're so low on... Well, legitimacy is actually not that bad. Let's just wait it out once, but I'm not going to wait a decade now for this one. We probably will need to abandon it for now and start again later. Since we're using now electricity, let's also go ahead and build some more power plants. And as we can see, workforce is looking not that bad. We got a lot of states with no workforce at the moment. We also got a lot of states with workforce. I mean, it says peasants, right? But I think it is more than just that. So it's there's 23,000 unemployed people here, for example. 51,000 unemployed in Kansas. 100,000 unemployed in Nebraska. So, do we have infrastructure here? Yes, we do. So let's go ahead and build some 5 power plants in Nebraska. And I think some 5 in Kansas as well to also employ people. And by the way, another thing that I should do, if I'm already doing something like that over there, I should probably also build some universities in Nebraska. Let's make it 2 more. And then also in Kansas 2 more. We have only level 1 here. And yeah, let's go with level 4 right away. This educates people faster in those states, and with that we get the workforce that we need, especially for high qualification industry like the power plants. Alright, low taxation capacity in New York. As always, it's horrible there. Look at that, we do lose 12% of taxes in New York. Infrastructure should be fine though, right? It's not! Oh my goodness, we also need some infrastructure. We are already the maximum port level, so I can only now go up with the railway. Let's go by 5 steps right away. This will cost me some engines, but we are okay with engines. It's almost balanced. Electricity will cost me a bit more, and steel then. So steel is also something that we probably should have a look at. There you go. High profitability sector at the moment, thanks to having a lot of coal and iron available. And let's just check it out where we do have a lot of infrastructure. Please, Kansas. I would have it once again. Let's have some 5 in Kansas. Also, no, yeah, Oklahoma would also be fine with some 23. I think the ones that we have up here, Michigan, there's not enough qualification in these areas, right? And Illinois, it has too many factories already, and it's not really helping out. So let's go ahead with Oklahoma. And ooh. Yeah, okay. Let's also go in Nebraska. So we are pushing the mid US here right now a bit with all of that. And Texas still is struggling with the workforce there as well. Farmers and also workers are not enough, and also higher qualified workers are also not enough in Texas. Another research, automatic bottle blowers for the glassworks. That gives me the automatic bottle blower that consumes some oil and tools and decreases the employment of labor significantly. There we have it now. It would be significant, right? 317,000 less laborers for the oil and the tools. I'm not doing this throughout the glassworks, just for some of them, right? So especially in states where we do have a lower amount of unemployed people, we could definitely do this in order to increase employment. I think in Ohio there is some unemployment rate. In Georgia we could definitely do this, as it is making new workforce available. In Rhode Island, we don't even have enough people here, right? So it would be definitely worth it doing this here. This will reduce the amount of labor significantly for Rhode Island. Some of them are really not working at the moment, and that's the problem here. We've built too many industries too quickly, and we're trying to counter that now with those work or production methods that we have. States in turmoil. New Jersey is in turmoil right now with 31%. We don't have enough infrastructure here. That's one thing. So let's just build us 2 ports here. That should do some trick. In New Jersey, over there we have it. It's strange why New Jersey would be in turmoil. American market access is also low with that, with the infrastructure. Some members of the Southern planters have raised their concerns about the enactment of compulsory primary school since they believe that it would affect employment. Everyone deserves a chance. We get a 10% boost to it. At least that's something. At the cost of these Southern planters, of course, but who cares about them, right? Also, Zeppelins have unlocked a sort of rigid lighter-than aircraft that the Zeppelin can carry freight and passenger loads high above the clouds. It is a work mode for skyscrapers. That's interesting. Let's have a look at my skyscrapers if I can find them. Where would my skyscrapers be? Probably somewhere down here, and there it is. That just gives me 10%, 10 more prestige. Right, that's it though. Alright, the next event for my child or primary school compulsory one. We do need to hurry up on this though. As we can see, enact the universal suffrage is also causing quite some radicalization now, and I can feel this already here. So we got 1.5 million more radicals already because of that, mostly because of that, and we should definitely start enacting the process here soon. Given the low wages that workers in Florida are receiving, more and more parents are pushed to send their children to work to help sustain the families. We must stop this. They do what they need to do. I think we're going with this one here. We must stop this. So 10%. We get a quite a lot of chances, and we got the better chance here. So 20% increase in enactment chance. Yeah, so let's continue with this one here, as I think we are on a good track there for the compulsory school, and then I will work on the suffrage. Oh my goodness. 1.6 million. It's climbing rapidly now. I don't want to risk a civil war though, just because of that. That would be bad. I mean, I do want to have my universal suffrage. I could do something to counter that by lowering the taxation by one more step, right? So we are already full on gold anyway. So let's do this. This should lower the rate of radicals there a bit for now. And we don't have any construction at the moment, so probably going for more electricity though. Electricity is at 1000 now, surplus. We can still go higher, and we should. And also more glass. There is also the work mode for my urban centers that I would like to check out there. First of all, government administration would be possible now. That gives me the bureaucracy cost at the expense of 600 telephones. Would probably be a good idea still. It would give me a massive boost in bureaucracy and taxation capacity. Let's go ahead with this. Does cost me some 80,000 because we do need to import the telephone now. But we can just build more of them. Plus, demand will be pretty high now on telephones. As we can see, profitability is pretty high with that as well. We do need a lot of things though. Rubber, we have enough. Tools, we have enough. Iron, we have plenty. And lead, we don't have that much. But in that case, we can build more or produce more. And we do have 10 of them in New York already. Let's have another one. So Kansas, Nebraska, North Dakota would have a pretty good infrastructure level. Montana, Pennsylvania has very low infrastructure. Colorado. Let's go ahead with Colorado 5. And probably North Dakota. Alright, let's have 5 in North Dakota. It seems like such a remote location though. But yeah, let's have this. We have the infrastructure there. We have the workforce there, and the profitability will be pretty high because of that. I would need some more lead though. We only have 6 lead. No, this can't be right. Yeah, we have 6 states where we can build it. And as we can also see, profitability is high. Missouri has workforce for it. And also profitability. And Kansas would be the same thing. So let's build 10 more of them. This helps with the problem with lead. And then there was the work mode for... Not only for that. So with that, we are completely stuffed with bureaucracy, right? I don't need to worry about that anymore. Nor do we need to worry about the taxation capacity of New York for a very long time. And then there's the urban centers, because I would really like to go ahead with the covered markets here at some point. This will though skyrocket my glass consumption and especially my steel consumption by 3000, thus increasing the price by 2/3 actually. Submarines have been unlocked. But I definitely would like to go ahead with this. The same with, yeah, the electric street lights. So lots of electricity, However, we will profit from this also greatly because of the service boost, right? So this gives me a service boost of 8,000 here. And we are, I think, not taxing services right now, but it is my goal again in the future. We should do this, as it gives me then a massive boost. So electricity, glass, these would be industries that I really want to focus a bit more. Wherever we also have then enough workforce available. So North Dakota, we are already going ahead with another industry, so it might be fine to also start with that. And why is Nebraska having such a little infrastructure though? Because we built so many factories here, right? They're all fully employed though. Yeah, but they're coming along, so that's fine. Let's have some more railway here. No ports, unfortunately, in Nebraska. The Great Plains, but at least there's a city popping up here, right? So remember, this was all Native American territory at some point. There was nothing, and now we do see some cities here, right? This one, there's Norfolk over there, a smaller city by the railway. And I think they're mostly popping up by the railway, of course. There's also Grand Island, which is not an island, and it's also not grand. Just along the railway. And I love this. I love these details that are popping up everywhere. And this is the railway then, of course. Let's also bump up the power production here a bit. Just for the heck of it. And by the way, we can stop the cancel the greener grass campaign because workforce is looking much better now in California. And with that also my oil output. Oh yes. And with the authority that I have left over, we can actually put the, almost, consumption tax on services. I would like to do this. We still have the grass campaign in Texas. And I also have the grass campaign in Panama. Because I wanted to get more stuff for my Panama Canal. Which gives me more prestige directly, right? And would finish our mission here at some point. However, it's really low. I even have a university here now to train people. It's still not enough though, right? We do need more workforce in Panama. But in Texas, I can stop with that. And use the authority then on something else. Another mission, expand the applications of telephones have been completed. The invention of the telephone has opened the door to great improvements in our communications or in our electricity industry. And we should improve this further. We do get 5k progress on technology, on radio. Yeah, of course we're doing this. If I can. Thank you very much. And the radio is, I think, over here. Yep. No, that's the film. Where's my radio? There's the radio. And this will unlock the radio production for electrics industry. Alright, because we're really deep red, it's not the end of the world, but still, I would like to cancel the greener grass in Panama and enact now my service taxation. So this would increase our taxes by 100,000. So we are negative 100,000 only now, and that is fine. We do have some additional expenses right now of 132,000 from the expedition budget. Expedition cost me 80,000 actually, and then also the foreign concert expenses. So the quest that we had there is still costing me 54,000, but should also run out at some point. Yeah, that's quite some high additional expenses there, plus the 400,000 almost that we have in construction. But the 300,000 from the investment pool are countering most of that already, right? So we are going down to minus 100,000, which is absolutely fine for now. We could still raise the taxes and would be positive. Oh my goodness. The low taxes would give me a 270,000 taxes in addition, right? But I'm not doing this yet. I want to keep radicalization low, and we have so much gold that I can stay negative for a while. We can juggle around with that. Enactment, compulsory school. Next checkpoint will be reached now. It was still not successful. And the enactment of compulsory primary school has come to a halt due to some public protests. Many are the families that lack the purchasing power to meet the expenses that buying new school supplies imply, thus preventing their children from scholarization. And wealth cannot be a prohibiting factor. And the compulsory primary school is being enacted, and also plus 15% bureaucracy is probably costing it, right? No, it's giving us that. Alright, no idea why. I think it should have been negative, right? Doesn't matter, we're still on the process of enacting it now. And look at my expedition, it has reached now medium peril once more. There wasn't even an event up to this point, right? It's just increasing in peril. I cannot do something, we're just still waiting on the expedition. At some point it just has to succeed. That's it for now, I'm just waiting now on my next tech to unlock and also my compulsory primary school. And my construction queue is full, so nothing I can do in this regard as well. Stay tuned.